Hi guys, thank you everyone. Thank you for the timestamps below. I can't tell you how appreciative I am, so thank you all that helps out and put the timestamps below. Thank you. Now this is a general read, and we are going to start with the general read coming for your week to come, and we are going to start with Aries. Maybe some of you are on the move. You're moving. You're leaving behind the past. The past is behind you. Some of you may be getting the hell out of Dodge, or time is of the essence, so you'll be spending a lot of time ripping and running this week, okay? It is a good time to stop any type of vices that you may have. You need to do that, especially with Saturn on your sign. Try to kick any bad habits that you have, and you may have kind of created a wake-up call to people around you or someone very specific, because it looks like the tables have turned. Now somebody is hurt by you. I do see you being very self-focused. We know that you're already a self-focused sign, but you will be even more self-focused here. And congratulations, some of you have a job coming, or you'll be choosing one thing over another. So this will be a decisive week for you, whether by choice or by force. You either get a yes or you get a no, but nothing's going to stop you. That's the thing. Now you may feel like you have, or it's very obvious that you have more control, you have more stamina, you have more drive and focus and determination than people around you. You may see that people are walking around with problems. You can even hear that somebody's going to jail. Somebody is kind of tied and stuck in a situation. Someone may have gotten themselves in something that they can't get themselves out of, and so they are struggling. But you may feel like, well, everything is okay. Everything is going to be okay. But somebody not so much. They're not convinced that everything is going to be okay here, okay? And that can be anything. You're leaving, because it definitely looks like you're leaving, you're moving, you're leaving someone behind or leaving something behind. They don't want you to. You got to anyway. You're convincing them or trying to make them understand everything's going to be okay. They're not so convinced, okay? I see that here work. It's gonna be super busy at work, and you're gonna be super sharp. But just because you are, people around you will not meet your energy, your drive, that sort of thing. I do feel like this could be a week where you may feel like everyone's acting slow, everybody's acting retarded to some extent. People are kind of going through things. You may know and not know, and it seems like even if, like, let's say the whole everything's coming to an end, you may feel like, well, I'm okay. I'll be okay, because you just are in that place where you can pivot very easily. You have that drive. You're very focused on what you have to do, and your week could go by really quick. Employed Aries, unemployed Aries. It also could be a callback. Now you have to kind of make some changes, make some moves, but you're ready to do it. You may feel like I'm supposed to receive this, I'm supposed to receive that. Why am I not? Why is everything going so slow? Why is it a no? What's going on here? So this will be, again, even a week at work where you want answers, you're initiating things, and you're looking into things. Hopefully you're not going to sue anyone, because you may be finding some stuff out as well. Unemployed Aries. I see an offer coming your way. Congratulations. This is a type of place where you can start. You may start right away here. And if you follow up, you can get some good news. You could initiate contact with people and get good news. This is a good week for you, Aries, to initiate things. Don't sit on the sidelines and wait for people to bring anything to you. You go out there, you go get it like you know that you do all the time. And it will be the reception of it. It won't be received well, meaning people are not up for it. So people may feel like, well, who are you to rush me? Who are you to tell me? Hold on. It's saying to take your step back. If you are very confused about things, then it's good to parlay and take your time moving forward, something like that, because other people around you may not be so quick to want to help, engage, you know, even do their part if they're supposed to, that sort of thing. And then it can bring out resentment, that sort of thing. So I would say temper yourself, because whatever's coming your way and whatever's going to happen for you that looks really good is happening anyway. But try not to charge ahead, if that makes sense. Try to temper yourself as much as possible, and maybe present it in a way that your words are palatable, right? Don't just rush in and, you know, be aggressive, but pace yourself and choose your words wisely. Self-employed Aries, you have business coming, you have more money coming, but it also may feel like a lot more work this week. Some of you could tackle your work like it's nothing. Hold on. You could have, some of you may be avoiding this work week. For you self-employed Aries, there could be a lot on you. Like a lot comes to you and it's like, I can't do all of that. I'm not in a mood to tackle this, you know, that sort of thing. So maybe you could be thinking of making some changes. You want to work smart, not hard. You kind of want your money to work for you and not have to work so much for money. So that may be also what you're coming to realize and learn over time, at this time now, that, hey, I need to make some changes because I'm working too hard. This is becoming overwhelming and toxic. It's not fun anymore. So something about even your business, Taurus, Aries, you can start to make some changes so that it works for you. Okay? Good luck, Aries. Hey, Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, you're feeling good this week. Getting a lot of attention. It could be a very successful week where things are working in your favor. I do feel that you're kind of like Aries, but in a different way. You are in a happier place, a healthier place. It may be easy for you to get help and assistance. People around you could be going through more than what you're going through. They may want to make things right with you. So for some of you, the table will be the shoes. How does it go? The ball will be in your court. As far as making up, because people will come to you this coming week, no matter where it is in your life, and try to make things up to you, try to make things right with you. Although it's the hardest thing for them to do, they're going to kind of bite the bullet and do that. And this could be, like I said, in any area of your life, because you have a prayer and a wanting from people around you to make things right. Now, your heart and your energy is vibrating on a very high octave. So harness that. Don't let people take that away from you here. And it doesn't look like you will. I do feel like someone, it could be a family member, like I said, or something that has been kind of has been long standing, that could be problematic. And it will be up to you whether you, like I said, you kind of meet the person or the people halfway. It'll be easier said than done because it's power plays going on here. So this could be yet another time when it's not as easy to relinquish power, differences, resentment, but it won't lead to like a fight. It's just like quiet bitterness going on here between you, another, or others is what it looks like. But at the same time, you look great aside from whatever this is. This also could be back pay that's coming your way. This could be being returned back somewhere, or being an offer to come back somewhere, and you're kind of a little pissed about it and seeing what you can do to get compensated for it as well. Like somebody has to pay for what you've endured, if that is the case as well. Okay, work. Sorry guys. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you can hear that or not. You know, this could be a time right now where work is not a whole lot going on. Some of you even could be looking elsewhere, seeing what else is out there here. For some of you, there could be downsizing, redistributing work, bringing in somebody new, or moving people around as well here. This may be a time when the people are more sociable and kind of more lax at the workplace than working super duper hard. There also can be some bad behavior, poor behavior at the workplace, that sort of thing. You try to be careful, make sure you don't get yourself caught up in anything illegal or that crosses the line, because it'll come back to bite you down the line, and it'll be hard for you to dispute anything because you haven't been paying attention. So be careful with that, Taurus, specifically men here. Unemployed Taurus. Damn, I keep hitting this mic. Unemployed Taurus, you have an opportunity. Some of you are in the process of moving, of relocating, of making changes and adjustments with family and maybe private matters. Others of you, though, you would have to be in pursuit of a new opportunity, like go after one, follow up on it, cast your net wider so that you're applying at places that are at a distance from you. That may be more of a taker for you if you're not finding anything local here. Some of you may be just deciding that you want to leave. Even, like I said, some of you employee Tauruses, because it's a little too much to bear and you're now opening yourself to what's out there new. This could be a process of more no's than yeses, Taurus, and it's just a timing thing for you, so keep that in mind. That's unemployed Tauruses or Tauruses that are still looking for a different job. Self-employed Taurus, your business is pretty toxic, and it's stressing you out. It has a hold on you. You don't feel like this is good. You want out of the situation, but it may be harder, easier said than done to get out of this business, to overcome whatever the stresses are. And for some of you, it's kind of like you're just kind of a sitting duck waiting to see what can come of things. You may find that you are financially challenged with this business, like you've gotten yourself in a hole, you've gotten yourself partnered with something where it's like you can't easily get out of it, and it's stressing you the hell out, and it's bigger than you. And you may feel like, well, when this is all settled and said and done, I'm gonna only have that sort of thing. So it could be, like I said, but going back to the original messaging here, it could be some issues with a business partnership that, again, it's a lot of power plays and neither person wants to concede here. So it's going to be interesting how things play out down the line here, okay, when it comes to this business. Taurus, entrepreneurs. Good luck, Taurus. Okay, hey Gemini, we're going to look at your general for the coming week. Gemini, this is going to be a week, for one, you guys have a lot of planets in your sign right now. So everyone, I'm telling everybody, it's a great time to go to your barber, go to your beautician. If you are one, then skillful people will be really great at hair right now, or any skillful people that use their hands. It's going to be a time that they can produce amazing product or amazing art or amazing outcomes because of all this Gemini energy that they have right now. So kudos to you. And if you have some type of skill set, some type of service that you provide, great time, great time. You're very sharp, you're very focused. It'll feel like work is, you will work. Like more of like a Capricorn, you'll get work done without a problem. Some of you are getting tattoos. Somebody's going to get a tattoo of you or for you. I also see some of you changing. So yeah, Uranus is coming for you guys. And it's going to be, that's not so scary. It can be scary for some of you. Yes, it could be good things coming out of Uranus, not so great things coming out of Uranus. I'm going to tell you how you can kind of trick the system, if you will. If Uranus is a sign of non-conformity, right? So it's the planet that comes in. If you've been married for 20 years, it can come in and create a divorce, right? Especially if that marriage has been stagnant. So anywhere in your life, Gemini, that you've been stagnant, that you've just been accepting life for what it is, right? Letting life pass you by, not being proactive, not confronting the status quo, right? And letting yourself kind of be controlled and not becoming an independent, then yeah, Uranus is going to come and is going to kind of change up your life, and you won't look the same anymore. But for those of you who are a step ahead, you're changing your life. You're taking, planned and strategic and smart risks. You are kind of getting outside of your comfort zone. You're becoming more of an independent than you are going with the crowd. You don't allow people to influence your decisions, but you are the ones making them. And even though they could be a bit radical, that's when you are taking control of the energy, and it works better in your favor. This can be a time when you get pregnant, you get married, you get a divorce, you separate, you come together out of nowhere. Like, you don't see your life changing, but believe me, life is going to change. So with that, get ready. Now, this particular week, this will be a week that you have a lot of stamina, a lot of laser sharp focus. You'll be noticing things that people don't even know that you know. And I do feel like you're going to be kind of keeping things to yourself. But there can be a becoming branded by someone, with someone, becoming more connected because you're branded, bonded by each other. This is a time when love is important, but it comes slow. This could be a time when congratulations, there's a christening, there's a wedding, there's an engagement. There's kind of love all over you. And if you're just jumping into things and saying, I really don't know what the hell is going to come out of all of this, but I'm going to go with it, it may come out better than you expected. So this could be just the beginnings, if it hasn't already happened for you guys. This can be the start of new things coming your way that feels good, but it may also feel scary because it requires a sacrifice. It requires a change that will take you out of the norm. But again, it can work out better than you expected, and it may be kind of the change to get you out of a rut that you've been needing for quite some time. I do see love coming your way. I see people being very loving, caring, and kind to you. I see an opportunity to leave and move on from stagnancy. Some of you are going to get into school. Some of you are going to apply to things that you've never applied to. Like, you may leave the country because you joined a missionary, as an example, or you've joined an organization that works on technology in a different continent, that sort of thing, or in a continent, excuse me. So it speaks to major changes that can be presented to you, or that you can seek out at this time. But all of the developments will take time, but this can be the time when things really start shifting and you notice that. Work. Hold on. Your cards are singing. Hold on, Gemini. It doesn't really want to talk, but it wants to sing. Well, you are going to kind of be beat. Some of you are protected. Some of you are the apple of your job's eye. You may get kind of some exposure, but good exposure, be put on a pedestal to some extent here. Some of you could even get a promotion, but it's going to require a lot of work. So it's like you become more, you get more, or you get pulled into a higher level, but you will be working for it, okay? And you have an opportunity for some of you to get on TV. If you are on TV, on video, you may find that you kind of blow up, or you have an opportunity to do that, especially if you collaborate with like 2 other people. Again, whatever this is, it takes work, okay? But it has a lot of reward in the back end. So don't be surprised if your job offers you something, wants you to do something. And even if there isn't a discussion of compensation or how this is going to work for you, if you decide to kind of take this offer, it can work in your favor. Okay. Unemployed Geminis. Of you, I do see like a no coming in for you here, and it could have something to do with salary, pay, that sort of thing. If you've been gearing up for a particular opportunity, it's just not meant for you right now. Some of you still are trying to get over, some of you unemployed Gemini are still trying to get over losing your job or no longer working a place. And some of you would do great with your own business, particularly in the space of like the internet, that sort of thing. You would do really great at that. Self-employed Geminis. You may feel busy. You may feel like this business you have is drowning you. Some of you may feel like it's time to let it go. You may need to focus on other things like children, your own health. You may feel like it's kind of tanking. this business, or you no longer have the drive, the energy, the passion that you once had. So some of you, if you have a partnership, you could be relinquishing this business to them. Some of you may be opting to move on from it, something like that. You had your good times, you had your good run, but you could be leaving behind this business, and it'll be slowly, a little bit at a time. It's like, I'm no longer doing this. I'm moving into a different place. For some of you, it literally can come out of nowhere, and you start to take on a different way of making money, and that takes off, right? And it could come through a dream. So be very, try to remember your dreams. If you remember them, write them down. That's easier said than done, I know. But try to write them down, because messages of what you should do or what you want to do, or what have you been dreaming about doing, what's been on your spirit for you to do, because there's something else calling you to do something different, and it can happen out of nowhere. For some of you, you'll just be pushed into a different thing, be forced in that, because this is no longer working for you. Good luck, Gemini. Okay, hey Cancer. Some of you, there may be a reality check that's coming down the line, okay? You may be feeling great right now. Everything is moving fast. Everything is moving great. You may feel like things are coming together. Things are working out again. And you could engage with people that are in need, that are a bit chafed. It could be chafed because of you. You'll have people, Cancers, who, as time goes on, it may be a peak and valley of how things kind of pan out. So if there's been issues with you and others, it may appear that everything's okay right now, but then things will change. People will turn sour. People can be moody. It can be you too, where you're great right now, but very quickly that's going to change, and things will kind of turn around, or reverse, if you will. I see some of you losing money. That's what I wanted to say before, because you kept getting cards that was falling out about money loss, things not being the same. You may not want to go at it alone anymore. You want to partner. You want to be included. You want to be a part of. So again, you may be trying to repair, replace, make up for. And although it may seem right now that, that this can be worked out, everything is going to be okay, the jury is still out on that, because I feel like something can switch up and change. People may not be showing you exactly who they are. They may not be showing you their hand. They may show you better than they can tell you, something like that. Work. So it's important to take your time with anything that's happening, especially something that you want a long-term outcome, something stable and concrete. Take your time, because everybody is more emotionally driven this weekend, or this week. Excuse me. This is the actual weekend. Work. Excuse me. I keep hitting this thing. Work is going to be super busy. People are being watched like a hawk. This will be a week where people get kind of caught if they're doing anything unethical. There's also going to be almost like separating those that are loyal against those that are not, and having to deal with that, and maybe seeing that some, what do you call it? Like seeing the favoring of others, some versus others. If you get a job this coming week, unemployed Cancers, or if you're looking to transfer, it definitely will be your time too, because you have that timing thing. So if you don't get it, it's not the right time. If you do, it's your time, and it's going to be kind of up to you to come in and make changes with this company, with your department, whatever position you have. They're expecting you to right some wrongs here, to correct some things. So you'll be working really quickly and expected to kind of prove yourself day one. Either you're going to leave it behind, demand more. This could be a place that stresses you the hell out because the expectation may be unrealistic. Like, I'm not being paid for all that I'm being expected to do. And you may, it can even like affect your health, that sort of thing. So some of you may not last long here because it may not be the best for you, for your health. It could also be other problematic things going on at this job, at this new job. That's for you unemployed Cancers. Some of you self-employed Cancers, you've got to focus on your health. Your health could be at stake. It could be very problematic this time. You may have taken enough losses or too many losses. Some of you may not be able to do both. You know, have a baby, be pregnant, nurture yourself or your children, and work on this business. So there's something that has to give. And nothing is ever going to fully work properly until a sacrifice is made. Hopefully you're not going to sacrifice yourself, but there's a sense of having to make a decision of a sacrifice that has to be made. Almost like a lesson learned, right? Some type of lesson that has to be learned out of this situation. So your business does not look that great. And you're kind of held hostage here. It's almost like purgatory when it comes to this business because of whatever's been done, if that makes sense. Yeah. Good luck, Cancer. Hey, Leo. Okay, so Leo, some of you, if you have vices, right, it may be easier said than done for you guys to overcome your vices. And vice can be anything, addictions to anything, anyone, any situation. You could, you know, have that a bit of a struggle. So this could be a week where with your best efforts, it could be a great time for you to leave toxic behavior behind. You may need to reach out to someone. You may be able to take a course, go speak to someone, that sort of thing. So there's assistance if you need it, but it's not a get. You can't. It won't take. It takes longer than you probably would like. Put it that way. It takes longer than you like. You can't just hurry up and rush anything. It's going to be a process. Some of you may even finish school, finish a program, finish something. Because and then have expectations after, right? And even that is going to take like whatever next steps or whatever you would like to happen, so that you can be done with one thing and now move on to the next thing. It's going to take some time. If you get a promotion, it's going to take some time. Whatever this is going to take some time. And you'll realize that, especially if you don't have full control, if it's coming from other people, just know it's going to take some time. And people are not rushing with you, okay? But you may feel like, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to do something about this. And if you do, some of you may go around the bend, right? Not use the same tactics or go to the same people. You may be doing something completely different to get your needs met, okay? And that might be the ticket for you, but I definitely see, and how you approach situations has a lot of effect, positive or negative as well. But you'll find that this can be one of those weeks where you're coming to understand where you stand in situations, what options you have. And for some of you, like I said, it could be easier said than done to let go of your vices, to not come from a fear-based place or not want to control things, but allow the time that it's going to take. And if you don't, it could be harder on you, that sort of thing. Work. Some of you may be at maybe at risk of losing your job. You may have already lost your job. You may be getting some news about changes that will affect you at the workplace. Things are unfolding and you're not happy about it. Like, what the hell? That sort of thing. Whether it's like people around you are leaving and things are changing. Where does that leave you? You want to leave, but it may not be the smartest thing. So there's some stresses on your end because of loss. And for some of you, it could be a passing and you're kind of overcoming that, so you can't work. But I definitely see a loss here at this job. Loss of the job, or just a stress over the changes that's happening here. And I know you guys are going to overcome it. You are going to overcome it faster than you think. There'll be opportunities and options around you. But go back to the beginning of what I said. It does take time to get where you want to be here. But don't lean into this energy for too long, Leos. It's not healthy. I don't because this week it could be a bit challenging, really feeling like, well, what am I going to do? That sort of thing. So try not to give into that energy. Unemployed Leos. This is a good new role. Congratulations. Some of you definitely have a new opportunity coming your way. This is a more established company or business. The way that it's run, they're very ethical here. And this could be in a position you've applied for back in Taurus season, so back in May. This could also be kind of handed to you and gifted to you because of Venus in Taurus, something like that. So there is that. This is an opportunity that is more hands-off, so you will find yourself being more independent. It does lean itself to a good income coming your way. So yeah, this could be very good for you, and something that you'll learn is hands-off. It's very independent. It may be like a consulting position, a commission-based, something where you have autonomy and you have more control over your position. So that's good. Some of you are tired. Some of you may be tired of this business and maybe thinking that you want to go back to working a regular job. You want something that's less, I'm hearing problematic. Some of you may feel like you have overcame a lot with your business and now it's almost like you're reborn, and now business is doing really well. It's picking up. You're busy, or you're going to be busy because now there's a new page that's been turned. You're now a new person. You're doing things differently. So yeah, some of you have a new lease when it comes to business, and starting something new also could be worth its weight in gold. You're going to be busy when it comes to your business. That's for sure, Leos. You guys will be busy. Good luck, Leos. Okay, hey Virgo, your life is about to change. Congratulations and good luck. Yes, your life is about to change, Virgos. Oof. Love is coming for you. Your life is about to change. Something that may have been going on secretly for quite some time could come out now. The cat is out the bag. You're pregnant. Congratulations. I'm leaving this job. I'm getting a promotion. Something that has been in the works for some time is going to come out. It could shock people around you. For some of you, you could run the show. Right now, I run the show. I'm stepping in. Something like that, like taking over, stepping in, running a show. For some of you, getting married, this is going to be a time when some of you Virgos will be like, I got married, I'm pregnant, I'm engaged, out of nowhere. Some of you could move, and this move, you're moving because you're going to meet your husband, your wife, your forever person, your person that you're going to be together with for a long time. Some of you can move and go live with dad. Some of you may be attending a wedding for dad, that sort of thing. Something about family could get better is what it looks like to me. Family certainly gets better here. Some of you could adopt and become foster parents, adoptive parents. So it's like kind of bridging out and making things better, but making things official. And it's obvious. Like, you want to share this, you want to tell people. So don't be surprised if Virgos out there that that's in the limelight, they start to make major announcements, or things are coming out. This is good news, by the way, but things are coming out. Or you're able to get on the same page with a family dynamic here. The two of you will be able to get on the same page. Some of you there could be a little drama with an ex if you have children or a child because someone has moved on. But even that'll get worked out. I see that this is a week where you're leading with kind, patient, caring energy, but people around you could be very strong, very stealth, very serious. Can give you a truth. Things could change in a drop of a hat, and it may not be what you want to hear, but I'm telling you, Virgos, this is going to be good for you down the line. Whatever this is, work. And it says your life is going to change for good, so get ready. And it looks like a great change that's going to come your way. A great change. Okay. You're leading with care, kindness. For some of you, you kind of is biding your time. You're going to be moving, leaving, moving on from this job. You may have a better position at your workplace. You may be taking on better opportunities at your workplace. They could be training you. So it's like, now we want you to do A, B, and C. And you're like, yay. Now people know that I'm getting promoted and people know I'm moving here, there. Now you have to train people. Something like that where you're able to change hands. Now, it may not all be happening this coming week, obviously. It may not all be happening this coming week, but definitely you're in preparation for new that will produce more. Whether you're giving that to someone and offering that to them, because someone could confront you about what they expect, what they want at the workplace, if you have any control. But if it's just you, they're positioning you to have more. And it's all in your tactics and how you handle things at the workplace and how you show up and that sort of thing. Unemployed Virgos. Some of you need to go back to school. And you could find... I get a lot of energy around pursuit, right? Pursuit of a job, pursuit of a change of career, being pleased about how things is kind of progressing, okay? And I do see an opportunity coming your way, but you'll stress yourself all out until you get the final offer. You'll sign on a dotted line and you know for a fact it's that type of thing. This could be a place where you may feel like you thought you were going to get it, and that may be where that stress is coming from, but then there's going to be a whole lot of waiting. There may be even a second decision or second thought. It may not be able, you guys may not be able to get on the same page with negotiating salary. So there's going to be some need to wait. You know, you can't just move as much as you would like, as fast as you would like. There's something hanging in the balance, but don't worry, because that is going to change out of nowhere. Some of you are going to be moving out of nowhere. There's going to be, just like I said, things happening out of nowhere that you really can't control that has a positive outcome. Self-employed Virgos. You have stamina for your business, and some of you may feel good again that you can move forward when it comes to your business, because things are starting to come in. Things are starting to lift. So now you can get back focused with the business. And I do feel like it'll be rewarding for you to get back in business, get back to business. Definitely. Congratulations, Virgo. Okay. Libra. Hey, Libra. Okay, so for some of you, you could be focusing more on fixing the past, fixing things that needs to be taken care of. You may be feeling like you know just what to do. And things could be working out better than you would suspect, okay? Especially if you've been taking your time, buying your time, kind of tempering your steps. You've been kind of out of the way, disconnecting from drama, that sort of thing. It could be a good time for you to kind of stay away from social media, stay off the apps, stay off, commenting or engaging with low vibrational energy this coming week. I feel like you feel very explorative, so you may find yourself looking into things that you never did before. You can get readings, certain kind of readings. Some of you may want to step it up a notch. So if you get readings, you may want to do something even more in depth as far as spiritual realm is concerned. They even may be like a secret society that you can join, something that is a little bit more elevated, but with more understanding comes more expectation to some extent. I feel like you're meeting people, or people around you are not who they say they are. They're not really telling people the truth. They haven't seen people aren't seeing them for who they are, if that makes sense. And in time, that'll take care of itself. But it is important for you to take the high road, Libra, here. You have good energy, so you'll have people who either are trying to upstage you because they know how good you are. or you'll have people who are using you to get where they need to be because you just have such good things and good energy around you now. For some of you, what is yours is yours. Nobody can take what is yours. But seeing people for who they are this week, Libra, will help you make a decision of who needs to be cut out of your life down the line, because there will be some cutting of individuals down the line in your life. Like you'll have, whether it be by force or by choice, some friendships, some relationships just will come to an end because you're changing, people are changing, and it's calling for that work. Some of you are not in the mood for work. This could be a time you're calling out. You may even be on vacation and not doing much either, but really not wanting to deal with this job, not wanting the job, not wanting to deal with the job. This could be a time when they're watching you like a hawk. The way things used to be, it's no longer like you can't socialize. There's a lot of things you can't do. And you kind of have to be on your P's and Q's, and you're just over it. You're over it. You're over it. Unemployed Libras, I see that you've walked away from an opportunity. There could definitely be messages coming through to want to meet with you for a position with an opportunity. And this could be a role that carries money. This could be somebody that you know that has a position or a tip. So reach out to people that you know, follow up with the opportunities that you've applied for, because this could be a good outcome of you circling back around, meeting through contacts or resources or referrals. Could be a good opportunity for you to get a new job or get a job after having walked away from one. For some of you, it could be a wanting to come back, like you can go back to your job after having to leave, something like that. So yes, congratulations, you unemployed Libras. There's an opportunity right here for you. Yeah, this is looking like for some of you, you definitely could go back to a job after being cut. Opportunities are opening up that may have closed their doors before. This is an opportunity where over time you become successful and very confident in your role and what you have to offer here. So good opportunity, self-employed Libras. You do well for yourself, and you may start to feel you're very confident. You make good money. You make money. Your business makes money without very much effort. And you're feeling kind of good. Like you may not be focusing so much on business. You may be enjoying other things, the fruits of your labor, that sort of thing. And you have it to do because you've put in a lot of work. So business seems to be going just fine as well. Libra. That's what I have for you guys. Good luck, Libra. Hey Scorpios. Okay, some of you are very sharp this week. Very sharp, very black and white. You're very strategic. You're moving in silence. This could be a very karmic week. And it's saying to circle back around and follow up with things and initiate things. It may not be, this could be like working behind the scenes with things and getting your ducks in a row, reach out, communicate, initiate contact with people. Some of you may feel like things have really been going slow here. There's a secret that's going to come out, but it will produce good news. It'll make you happy when the news is starting to come out. And some of you are just not so sure when things is going to get back on track, and you won't have to wait anymore. You're tired of waiting. It seems like whatever you've been waiting on, whatever you feel like you're being blocked from, is going to turn around quite quickly, like out of nowhere. I see you guys getting approved for a place out of nowhere, moving to a new place. Some of you may expand your business, especially if you work in real estate. That could be booming at this time. Or getting into real estate could boom. Again, this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. And you may have people around you who have the goods, right? Who can send you the business, who can hook you up with something. So people around you, they definitely have the goods, and you're being very strategic, but also knowing that you have to wait. But it's almost like you won't have to wait as long as you think, because energies are switching up and changing for you rather quickly and out of nowhere. So I definitely see by week's end, opportunities, offers coming your way off of some type of initiating action that you've taken is what it looks like to me. You may be getting in a better headspace this week, doing what you can, leaving the rest behind, and just being patient, and that's going to pay off for you. Work. You're kind of high and low when it comes to this job, on and off again. You would do so well online or putting yourself out there, Scorpio. You have the Midas touch. You're kind of a star in your own right. You have a lot of light and a lot of ability here. I do feel like people will be nicer to you. Men will be nicer, that sort of thing. You may even have a crush at the workplace. What else is new? Hold on, guys. People can play hot and cold at the workplace, real pushy and then nice, that sort of thing here. And some of you would like a change at this job, but again, you're coming from a place of like, well, let go and let God. It'll happen when it's supposed to, that sort of thing. And your life is at more of a destiny point right now. So yeah, you can't control it, but you may find that this is kind of one of those serendipitous weeks, like, well, this happened and that happened, and next you know, that type of thing. So wishes definitely can come true for you at the workplace this coming week. And you could be like highlighted, like called out for something, but it's good things, if that makes sense. Unemployed Scorpios, I see your shifts coming in and opportunities coming your way, again, at a divine time. For some of you, it could be a very stressful opportunity, it's a new opportunity, but it'll be one that it takes time for it all to come together, this new job. It may be one where it's like too much going on. I have this, I have that, I have this. Like you have a lot going on top of starting this new job. So just when life gets super hectic and you're focusing on one thing, it's like now I have to start this new job at the same time. But it'll settle. It'll settle. It may take a while to settle. Like it may not settle for a while for you, but it will settle. And everything, because some of you Scorpios have new things coming all at the same time. You have a new relationship or something new going on in your life, your personal life, right? And then you have this opportunity coming. So it's a lot of new things going on, but when the dust settles, it'll be good for you. Okay, and it seems like you'll just be super busy, in and out, like on and off, kind of super busy. Self-employed Scorpios. Well, you have created a good thing. You could be making some changes to your business. You may be making changes to your business that people are not liking so much. You could be changing as an individual and people may not like that so much. Hopefully this is not going to be like some type of... Make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Make sure that you have all your paperwork for business, that sort of thing. But you have a lot of stamina when it comes to work, your business, and you have a lot of drive. And I feel like for some of you, you may, kind of like I was saying, I think to Libra, you may not have to work as much here. Some of you may be working so much with your business that you've not paid enough attention to your family, to your children, something like that. Make sure your health is together. So make sure things are working properly and in order outside of just you. Other than that, I do see a successful business here. But understanding what kind of needs to change or what needs to be implemented for things to continue in that way. Good luck, Scorpio. Okay. Hey, Sagittarius. For some of you, this is... You are stressed out. You're stressed out. You may be feeling like, oh no, not again. Like life was going okay. What the hell is going on now? Because the ones I'm picking up on, you guys are still traumatized from all that you've endured over the years. So you may be having PTSD because things aren't necessarily working out. Now you have something that is going to come in something that's going to come in that has long-term potential. For some of you, this could be work or career. Some of you, this is a relationship. Like you have a long-term relationship that's going to come in for you, because you're being worked on. Your heart chakra is being worked on. Your insecurities is being worked on. Your trust is being worked on. So someone who is very serious individual who is showing you that, hey, you can love on me. You can give me what I'm missing, which is love, care, affection, and I can provide what you need, which is security, trust, loyalty, and investment and investing, that sort of thing. So some of you Sagittarius have that coming here. Okay, and it will restore you on a spiritual level in some regard. But others of you, this speaks to your money, your finances, your stability overall. And that is something that it too have a long-term potential. It's just something that you probably would have to do, something that you're doing here you really care about. And it can come right on the heels of you meeting someone. So I said that about another sign. I forget who at this point. I think I said it to Scorpio. Yeah, they too had something all happening at the same time. And you may be having that at the same time too. Theirs was something with family, and then work comes up for them. You have something with love, and then business comes in for you, or something with business and then love comes in, because you won't be able to do the same thing at the same time. Something will have to take a bit of a back seat, okay? And it's going to require you to take a risk with your heart, not knowing where it's going to go, which is also going to be very difficult for you to do. But at least this coming week, you find yourself at a place where your emotions are running high. You're in your head quite a bit. You just want to run away from life. You just want to get to a place, and you want to speed up, fast forward to when everything is settled and you're far behind what is plaguing you, because you definitely have things plaguing you, stressing you out. You try not to think about it, but when you do, either you just become spooked mentally, or you become almost frozen, if you will. And then you have to get up and do it all over again. So this is kind of one of those weeks where you can find yourself going through that motion, okay? Worrying about work, worrying about love, worrying about life, just worrying, right? Until you just can't anymore. I do feel people around you could be quite toxic. People around you, if you're someone that's overcome drinking and drugging and falling into those patterns, you'll have somebody around you that's very obvious that they are a catalyst to that, like they aid in that. Or someone could be calling you out and trying to help you overcome from slipping and falling off the wagon, like, don't start that type of thing. There could be someone here who's coming in that, again, creates some type of distraction that isn't the best, but either they get a handle of it or you get a handle on it. You can have people being very toxic towards you, and it ends, but as a result of the ending, it becomes a benefit for you. Something like that you'll see as time goes on. Something that is negative will turn around and become a benefit, okay? Some of you are evaluating a lot of things, though. You're evaluating your friends and what you're doing in life, and, where's life going to head for you? When are you going to get to a place where you're successful and you're happy and everything is great? Some of you may even be contemplating exposing a people or a situation. You're not so sure about it, but you're thinking about it. There's going to possibly be, for some of you Sagittarius out there, an opportunity that comes your way that you kind of have to jump on quickly. So it could be coming in for an interview, starting a job. Is something that you may have to start really quickly. And it's going to require you to, it's going to happen very quickly, whatever this is. And it's going to make you a little confused here, but a decision will have to be made. And for some of you, it is some type of relationship situation going on here. I forgot what I said about that. Work. You could, hold on. Trying to figure this out. Some of you could get let go. Some of you could be getting let go. Some of you could get, like, I don't know if it's going to be like a final warning or communicating of the changes that's coming up with this job, whether it be people are being let go around you, so then that changes things for you, or you're included. It could be up to you being included, but it's something that you're going to be aware of, okay? This change, because they could be wrapping things up. The information or the messaging comes in really quickly, and it may not be what you want to hear. That's what it looks like to me, but it is kind of ripe for an opportunity, because if you are let go from this position, there's a better opportunity and a better position that's going to be coming up for you. It may not even be what you want to hear. It could also be, if people are moving around and being changed, this can lead to a better opportunity for you. So the door opens because something is closing, either on you or on someone else. Unemployed Sagittarius. You're getting no's, but you have to keep putting it in, because it's a divine time when things are going to work in your favor. Everything is about timing for everyone right now, including you. So, but in the meantime, if you're not working, unemployed Sagittarius, you can get aid, assistance, help. You may, you can get some aid and assistance and help. Don't give up. If you get a no today, it's just a no from now. It's a no from them. You're dealing with the wrong person. Keep going. Don't give up. It's something about not giving up, but it's also something about tempering your words, tempering your attitude. Like, you and Aries have to be careful how you're coming across to people for the best outcome, is what it looks like to me. Okay, because no matter how you do it, but you can't force anything. It's just going to happen when it's supposed to. So you want to make sure that you're keeping the energies light. Self-employed. This is going to be a better environment for you, Sagittarius. It'll be something where the environment is much better. It's a healthier environment, and it's one that you can make a lot more money. You could really put yourself on the map financially down the line. So again, this is going to work itself out. You're not sure when, and it is quite frustrating, all of the steps that you have to go through mentally, but it gets better. Self-employed Sagittarius. Some of you could be infusing something new in your business here. It's like you put people around you, your clients or your viewers or something, they may want it to stay the same to some extent, but you have a good opportunity to kind of infuse something new, something different. I see some old clients or sales, same old, that sort of thing. But again, and some of you may not want to deal with business because you rather play, you rather do other things than deal with business. But putting that focus into it, it just may mean that you need to infuse something new, something fresh, something fun in your business, so that you can reclaim the passion, the innocence of it, and the passion that you used to have. But it's going to pick up. Your business is going to definitely pick up. You could get kind of derailed by love. Love can come in and throw you off a bit, but it looks like you'll be back on track. For some of you, you are kind of set up and it's destined for you to be married. Your business becomes a great partnership with someone, and that blooms and flourishes, or you get in a relationship and everything starts to come together. Something like that, where someone could come in and you work with them and it's like, oh, everything really starts working in my favor, or love comes in and you have both things working in your favor. Congratulations, Sagittarius. Hey, Capricorns. Well, Capricorn, this definitely can be a time when you get an opportunity, a job, so congratulations. It may be all about trying to figure out what they pay you. And I don't feel like you're going to back down. So you probably will win in the negotiations as far as salary is concerned. here. And it may be like the jury's not all out. So a no is just a not right now. Remember, I told you that. And for some of you, there could be some unfortunate news that comes your way. And you're not so sure about a change that's coming up. You may not be so sure about trusting it, if things are going to pan out right, that sort of thing going on here. There could even be someone from your past coming back that you're not so sure about. I also get, and this was weird, but when the cards came out, the first thing that came to me is you need to watch out with your friends. You have like friends or people that may be jealous of you and that's hiding things, that because your life may be going a certain way, it may appear like your life is all grand and great, and they're not so honestly pleased about that or happy for you. I'm just getting like someone is hiding things from you. They're showing one face, but that's not truly how they feel about you. And like I said, you may have people who you don't really trust. They're coming back around and you're like on guard over people. Also get someone, like, I would just say be careful, Capricorn. Be careful in any place where there is like groups, because it can turn to, you're not seeing people for who they are, or people not more so people not showing you who they are, especially if you had gripes or issues from the past. And some of you really just want a new job. You want to start new. You want to start fresh. You want to move on to something better. It's what it looks like. And if it's up to others to give it to you, they're not so sure, but then they'll turn around and acquiesce to it. They'll work things out with you. They'll cooperate with you. So after some back and forth or some time of contemplation, people can come together and work things out, is what it looks like to me. And for some of you, this is love. It's a love situation going on here that has a lot of power plays. Work. You're feeling very strong. Your job could be watching you, watching everyone. There are kind of checks and balances going on at the workplace here. But you may be feeling very confident. Some of you could be on to a new job. Like, you're not playing with this job. You're not going to tolerate any, what is that? Oh, you're not going to tolerate any abuse or any of the sorts. You're very strong. You're very focused. You're doing what you need to do at the workplace. Some of you could be getting let go, moving on from this job, leaving this job behind because of power plays, because it's very toxic here. They could be investigating things at your job, and now because of it, the job could be ending. The company could be making massive changes, and you may be one of the people, like I said, that's leaving, that's being let go, moving on to something better. They may have to cut you a check and others a check. Something like that could be going on here. Like, you're not sitting around. You're not staying around for this. You're going to get the hell out of there. And it may not all be happening right now. It could definitely happen in Cancer season. When you are getting the hell out of it. Cancer season or Leo season, it's like, I'm getting the hell out of here. And it may be because you've been working hard toward a new job, a new opportunity. And it's like, as soon as that comes through, I'm fucking out of here, because this place is pretty toxic. But they are... either they're trying to get rid of you because they find you to be toxic. I don't see them getting rid of you. This could be somebody at the job, like somebody initiated something and it's very toxic. Could be like, I'm talking about toxic things at this workplace going on, and that they're discovering things. They may even appreciate you more, but it may be too late, because I don't give a damn if it got good, if they trying to fit. I don't care what they're doing. You are leaving as soon as you can. As soon as you can leave, you're out of there. Unemployed Capricorn. You are stressed out, unemployed Capricorns, in your head a lot. Kind of like Sagittarius, because you're not so sure when a job is going to come. You guys are results-based people, so if you don't see it, it's not happening. That's because it's at a divine time. There's nothing you can do about that. Leaving, moving on to a better place is at a divine time. Keep that passion and that desire of wanting something new, wanting better, and don't give up. It's coming. It's just divine timing. Everybody has divine timing right now. Everybody is like wanting what they can't have right now. And as a result, people are giving into their vices, giving into some toxic ways. So you try to stay, it looks like you're going to stay the course. You're not going to result to that. I also feel like they may feel a bit intimidated by you, but again, that's not your problem. So it's going to take time for those of you looking for an opportunity. Self-employed Capricorns. Your business is strong. You could be even contemplating bringing someone else in. Not so sure about that. It could produce money though. This could be a match made in heaven. Because now that we're entering Uranus and Gemini, a lot of people are going to want to come together and partner together and do things together. A threesome will be problematic. A twosome works just fine. You bringing in a new partner, like an intimate partner, may not be very smart because things can go awry because some type of third party is involved here, which will make it very difficult. So even if this is same sex and it's just business, Capricorn, be careful with too many cooks in the kitchen. You know exactly how you are, how you maneuver with business. You've worked diligently to get a good foundation, but someone could try to come in and poison it. So be careful with that. Inviting too many people in. Be shrewd. Be discerning in who you allow in your business, literally and figuratively. Good luck, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Some of you are trying to get in a better headspace, so that's good. You're letting go and letting God, but you are still kind of feeling like you could still be watching somebody, needing to communicate. Some of you could be avoiding people, like you are very much on edge, but either saying, okay, whatever has got me stressed out, I have to deal with it. There may be loss of money here, Capricorn, Aquarius, maybe loss of money. You may be expecting a certain amount and you're not going to get what you're expecting. Here, I see a lot of hiding from people, hiding from situations. Somebody could be looking for you, in search of you. You may not be able to go back someplace where you've longed for. Like you're longing for the past, you're longing for a place, but you cannot. The doors aren't open for you anymore. And that's the best thing for you. This could be a time when you are closing the door on situations and having kind of final conversations with people, or them you. And I feel like people will be accommodating toward you, helpful toward you. You also, for some of you, accommodating, helpful toward you. If you need something, people will be there to aid you, give to you, reward you here. And for some of you, it'll be you having to make that, initiate that communication, reach out, go places that you haven't, talk to people that you haven't in quite some time, because you are on a new trajectory for new energy. So new things are coming your way, right? New offers, one that has long-standing opportunity, help, assistance, care, aid coming your way, truthful communication. It just asks for you to communicate, initiate communication, communicate truthfully, honestly, but communicate, because things may have been of a loss, things may have been of a setback, but now there's renewal, there's new beginnings here. So things can change for the better, and it comes from outside people as well. Work. You could be getting offered an opportunity. There may be a lot of opportunities around you at work, but there could be bad blood at the workplace. There may be some parting of ways to some extent. Hopefully it's like no third party action or love at the workplace. That could get a bit messy. But for some of you, you may be the person that has the Midas touch at the workplace here. Unemployed Aquarius is, it looks like you can go after what it is that you want. You also may get a uptick of interest coming your way, but it may not pan out to be what you want it to be. You may still have to wait your turn, wait some time, that sort of thing. It may feel like everything is working in your favor and everything is going in your favor. Then you turn around and it's like, well, unfortunately, on second thought, that sort of thing. Well, we're going to wait. We're going to withdraw this opportunity. We're going to cancel. So something like it looks good. It seems favorable, but then it changes down the line is what it looks like to me. Self-employed Aquarius. Some of you are really good with your business, especially after walking away from one thing, moving on to something new. You now become a star. You become more larger than life is almost what I'm getting. But you guys aren't going to rest on that. You're going to perfect your craft. You're going to work hard and very diligent so that you can amass as much money as you want, that sort of thing. And you're very good at what you do. So your Aquarius is to have your own business, have a ripe opportunity to make a lot of money, to really be successful, to have a very stable, almost a household name of some sort. You have an opportunity to do that. Even if you decide to go in front of the camera, that sort of thing, there's a great opportunity there for you. So good luck, Aquarius. Okay, hey Pisces, some of you are, you could be wasting time in the midst of life just being at a standstill. In the midst of you waiting, you could be wasting time. It says not to waste time, to make your time count, because we're in this stop and go, stop and go, stop and go energy for the next couple of months. And the steps that you take now, the actions that you take, the things that you do, good or bad, is going to show, it's going to produce itself in a couple of months. So definitely make this time count while you have some downtime. Some of you are blocked in life. Great opportunity to kind of manifest your dreams here. Okay, and don't use it to indulge and to just, again, like I said, waste time, because you have a ripe opportunity. I can't say enough, Pisces, about a ripe opportunity that you have to make your dreams come true because of North Node in your sign. You are motivated. Some of you may, again, want physicality. You want to be loved. You want to be with somebody and love on them and them love on you. So you want some private time more so, and indulge in that sort of thing. And that may not be what's best for you, or be very conscious and balanced in what you do. So a little bit of that, but also a lot more work, a lot more focus, a lot more intention to your goals and your aspirations. You're coming across very sweet, very caring and kind toward other people. And it may be a task for people to meet you halfway. It may be hard and a job for them to be caring, kind, and, like I said, accepting toward you. You may have people being a little harsher on you than normal. And you may not even realize it. You may not catch on to people's behaviors right away, that sort of thing, because you're more in your own element. Hopefully there's no drinking, drugging on the job. There's not too much elusive energy or indulging that your feet aren't on the ground, is what I'm saying here. Okay. Artistic endeavors, creative endeavors will be good for your mental health and your spiritual development, but it is not meant for you to use it in place of working hard, because that's what I don't see here. I don't see focus in working hard. I see more of indulging here. And by the end of the week, I see you being kind of despondent, bored, head in the clouds, thinking more about what you want, or the past, than your reality. So make this week count. That's what I was saying. And it could be a challenge for you to get in a healthy mindset and tackle big things, because some things may feel so astronomical that you're like, that you become numb and won't do anything. But the time that you're using, okay, I've said it already, work. There's going to be a loss of some sort at the workplace here. It always not like your company is not going through a loss, or someone is leaving, or a significant change might be happening where it's affecting someone. There could even be loss of extra hours, loss of commission, something like that. That could be a benefit. But it will benefit you. So some type of a loss produces more for you. For some of you, I see things changing and turning around for you at the workplace. And maybe you get called out for great work, that sort of thing. So you are getting good attention at the workplace, and you could shine brightly at the workplace right here. Interesting. Unemployed Pisces. They're doing a lot of background checks on you, and they may not be so sure, or you may not be so sure if anything will come of this opportunity. And it's something where if you don't get the opportunity, it's not meant. You cannot be getting the opportunity because you are meant to do other things, and you've got to enact that energy. So it would behoove you to want to take this time where you feel like nothing's going on and start setting up something that you can do on your own. Self-employment, right? A stream of income that you create for yourself, because that will be your ticket, and that can come in really quickly. Others of you, this is just an opportunity that's not meant for you, and one that is meant for you will work in your favor, will come to you rather quickly. And this will be a very established company that you can see a lot of growth with, like a lot of growth. Like this could be a type of company where you can get all your needs met there, right? Some of you Pisces could even be one of the signs that kind of start to align yourself with companies that's going to be almost like a village, like you can live there, work there, that sort of thing. Or they start to promote certain packaging, and that's how they lure people in, like, oh, well, I can do this, I can get that, I can get all of these benefits. You also could be one of the people that were displaced from a federal state job, and now you get back in, and more comes with that, if that makes sense. So either way you look at it, whether it's the things I'm talking about, something completely different, when you start this new opportunity, it will be better for you. More money, more opportunity, more growth, more that will come your way. So it's worth the wait, but make your time and wait count. Make the time count. Good luck, Pisces. Wait a minute. I don't see it going any faster. Oh, it is. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Good luck, Pisces. Oh, wait. Your business. Your business. You can get a lot of attention this week from clients who may want a lot of information, but then they'll take their time to pay. But this could definitely be a busy work week. And it's almost like no matter what, whether it's your business and whether it's the job, whether it's you looking for work, your energy will start to leave you as the days keep going on. So by week's end, you're tired, you need a break, you may be taking a vacation, maybe taking a break from your business here. But this definitely could be a busy work week with your business. And it's almost like you get inquiries and then nothing, and then you get payments and then you have to work, that sort of thing. Good luck, Pisces.